Hello and welcome to Books of Blood. My name is John, and today I've got a novella review for you. Now this is for an upcoming novella. It's going to be, I believe, released at the end of November, but author Robert Ottone sent me a copy of this as a PDF. He wrote and asked me, he said, hey, can I send you this book and will you review it? And I'm like, sure. All right. So the book in question, or the novella, in question is called Helicopter Parenting in the Age of Drone Warfare. All right. And this is by Patrick Barb. This is published by Spooky House Publishing, I believe is the publishing house. All right. So when I first started to review this book, I thought, do I want to rant first, or do I want to talk about the book first? Because one's going to lead into the other, and I decided I think it would be best to talk about the book first and then kind of rant, all right? Because it does have something to do with the content of the book, all right? So what this book is about is, all through the book, you have this police detective and an interrogator drone interviewing this dad about an incident that happened with his son, Zach. All right. One thing I'll tell you about this is there are drones all through this book. I mean, there's a reason why it is called drone warfare. All right. There are drones everywhere. And basically what that is the way these drones are used by Zach's mom and dad, especially Zach's dad, to keep track of Zach and see what's going on in his life, all right? It's like, use the drone and you can follow Zach through school. You can see him getting bullied. You can see him in classes. You can see him doing whatever, he's doing, all right? So all that is going on throughout the book. Also, this interrogation is going on throughout the book because, and this is, I'm going to spoil this a little bit. I don't want to, but something has happened. That is why the police are interviewing the dad about Zach, because something horrible has happened with Zach, and as a result of Zach's actions. Okay, so that's basically the whole premise of what this is about, is this interrogation by the police officer, the police detective, and the interrogator drone, and then also the dad telling about what's going on or what happened as he is being interrogated. All right. So like I said, there are drones all through this. Drones in this thing, the drones pretty much replace actual parenting is what they actually do. All right, and so this is kind of where I'm going to start on the rant, because this ties into it. All right, have you ever been in a restaurant and you just want to go in there with your family or by yourself, or you're on a date and you just want to eat your meal, have a good time, have good conversation, nice quiet music, all right? And then the next thing you know, you get this family that comes in and they've got like 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 kids, and they just let the kids run all over the restaurant screaming and hollering, and they don't do a damn thing about it. They don't say, hey, sit your butt down, it's time to sit down and eat, all right? I'm not saying spank the kids, I'm just saying control the kids, all right? Sit the kids down. It's time to eat. And this is not a place where you do something like that. But the parents don't do anything about it. But then if you go over there and say, hey, can you keep your kids quiet, they get offended at you, all right? All right, so the thing about that is every time I see that, I think to myself, if this parent or these parents are not doing anything right now with their kids, what are they going to be like when their kids are older? Or like, what if their kid's being bullied in school? Are they just going to go turn a blind eye and not do anything about it? What if their kid is depressed, has suicidal thoughts or anything like that? Are they just not going to do anything about it? And that angers me. And I think, personally, in my opinion, helicopter parenting in the era, it's age, excuse me. I keep wanting to say era of drone warfare, which could be true too, but in the age, excuse me, in the age of drone warfare, That's what I feel like this novella is. I feel like it is an indictment of how parents just don't want to take an active role in their child's life. All right? It's like, the hell of the drone in this, you can just say the drone is the nanny that takes care of everything. Oh yeah, your baby's diaper's wet, hey, let the drone do it. Your kid's being bullied, hey, let the drone take care of it. That's what I feel like this is. And I'm not normally, you could consider this more science fiction than horror, but there is the horror, the realism of what this kid does in the book. And I'm not spoiling that, or in the novella. I'm not going to spoil what he does. All right? But for me, I'm not a big science fiction fan. I don't read much of it. I don't know much about it. But what I do know is horror. So I'm relating this from the horror side. And it's the horror of not knowing what is going on in your kid's life. And like I said, I just feel like this novella is a scathing indictment of that particular subject, particular thing. All right? So I give this one 5 stars. At first, like I said, I'm not real familiar with science fiction, but I'm taking it from the point of view that I'm most familiar with. And it's terrifying to me. All right? I give this total 5 stars. I don't remember if I said the author's name. His name is Patrick Barb. That's B-A-R-B. All right? You can find him on Facebook. He's on Instagram. You can order the book from Amazon. All right? Or the novella from Amazon I'm not sure if you can order it as a paperback, but you can order it as probably as a Kindle. All right. Anyway, that's it. The helicopter parenting in the age of drone warfare, 5 stars. 5 stars. Excellent book. Excellent novella. All right. So that's my review. Thank you very much for watching, and take care and stay scared. Bye-bye.